Welcome to a pick a card reading for entrepreneurial dreamers. And in this case, we're not going to pick a card, we're going to pick a book here. So what I encourage for you to do is to take a moment to breathe in and breathe out, so that you can pick intuitively with what you're feeling one of these 6 books to then receive messages that are most tailored to your unique life path. Once you have decided on one of these books, check out either the pinned comment or description of today's video to click on the book that you picked, and the video will fast forward itself to your reading, in which we're going to look into what type of business you can start. So this is a great video for those of you that want to be entrepreneurs, that have lots of ideas, but perhaps some of you might not know where to start. And so the messages can either confirm your ideas or guide you with what type of business is great for you to build with your skills. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Velvet Cat, and I share knowledge and inspiration through art and tarot to answer any questions you could be experiencing in your life, provide advice messages from the angels that are watching over us, motivation to follow your dreams, and all around empower you in love, career, health, mind, and soul. If you're completely new to tarot, or perhaps you might have heard of it before, I'd like to mention that it is not what you might expect. I've come to learn that it is simply just a tool by which those of us that choose to use our innate spiritual gifts can provide guidance, encouragement, and or confirmation about your own intuition. Personally, my faith is in God, angels, and spirit guides, but I'm welcoming to all spiritual beliefs. There is no judgment here. And while watching your reading that you picked, if it doesn't sound like you at all, then you might have not picked intuitively. You can come back here and pick a different option. But remember that these are general readings divided into just a small group of options for everybody that is watching. So of course, not everything will resonate. There will be some messages for you and some messages for others. And also, our angels and guides don't always want to provide all the answers because they want you to trust in your own life choices. And of course, life is full of surprises. Hey there, Group 1. So you chose this book, Mastery. And this is a book about how practice becomes easier over time. We've all been there, right? Where we're trying something new, perhaps feeling annoyed, trying to avoid it, doubting ourselves, and sometimes quitting. But if we persevere, we start understanding concepts, remembering steps, piecing together ideas that make sense, and of course, improving, therefore feeling proud. This is just a summary, but I highly recommend the book because it reveals so much great wisdom about intelligence, human nature, and how mastery is technically consistent learning, practicing, and improving. Even experts never really stop. So at the end of the reading, we're going to look in here and pick out a part of the book that perhaps could be guidance for you. But now we're going to start with tarot and oracle to look at what type of business you can start with your skills. All right, so you got the cards, Inner Trust, card number 2, All Tied Up, card number 23, and I Communicate with Compassion. These are your oracle cards. And with tarot, we got 10 of Pentacles reversed with 2 of Cups also reversed, 10 of Swords and 3 of Wands also reversed. And lastly, the King of Mirrors, which is King of Cups reversed, right side up, and the Sun reversed. So you've got quite a lot of reversals here, which is kind of giving me the feeling a little bit of doubt or some type of stress that is the reason why you would like to start your business. See, doubt here is confirmed by this inner trust card, and the stress leading to your reasoning is confirmed here with the all tied up card. You might have been feeling stuck in a career, like you don't see a progression, you don't see a way to move up, and you want more. Or you feel binded because you're not able to express yourself. Maybe you're not in the right type of career. Maybe you have other type of ideas. Maybe you were led to this out of your own will, like against your will. It wasn't really your passion, wasn't really your idea. It was more so responsibility or tradition or expectations. So I feel here like you want to break free because of how we have this 3 of Wands. That is the card of like having a path with 2 of Wands, but then adding a third path. So I sense here you want to change things up, but there's something holding you back. It could be finances, since we have the 10 of Pentacles reversed, or it could be your relatives, your family, the expectations that I was talking about because of how we have the 2 of Cups reversed. And with how these cards are not clear as to what type of business you could start, I get a feeling here that either some of you are looking at pick a cards because you want an answer and you don't yet know yourself, or you just want to start any business. You want to change your life but don't know how. As long as it's a business that makes you money. So I know that this is a pick a card to guide you as to what type of business you can start, but your spirit guides are very much emphasizing here the concept of free will. They don't want me to tell you what to do. You need to choose that on your own. And you need to be the one that gets your feet wet, because I also kind of feel here like if I was to tell you, you might not actually still do it. Or if you do it, you might quit because it's not actually what you're passionate about. And being an entrepreneur does consist of perseverance. So first of all, you are being encouraged to go on a little bit of a soul-searching journey. And once you do get to know yourself even more, then you can come back to this, pick a card, and pick a different group. I also got another message that perhaps you think starting a business is the answer, that starting a business will completely change your life around, but not everyone is meant to be an entrepreneur, and that is completely fine. You just need to figure out ways of enjoying life. You might just need to change your job. And on the side, like outside of work, find ways to enjoy life through hobbies and better friends. But some of you might need to be honest with your family if you have been pursuing their dreams rather than your own. If you do happen to know what it is that you want, by the way, because I do have that energy here for some of you, like you've pursued a degree perhaps in helping people through therapy, because the King of Cups is the King of Emotions, and we have this communication with compassion card. So you could have learned psychology, you could have learned went to school for teaching or for something in the medical field, but you might want to do something on the side. Perhaps instead of actually starting your own business with that, you can join a nonprofit, volunteer your knowledge and your services under an established company, and you might enjoy your place there, so much so that you can actually level up in that. Let's say as the years go by, maybe they need a CEO, or while you're volunteering, working with them, you can see what other types of skills you can try out that are out of your comfort zone, and then take that knowledge towards your own business if at the end of it all, you do actually want a business. So now to complete your reading, let's look in this book. What page has some guidance for you? And here we have this section that says, sit in an armless straight back chair with your hands on your knees. Try rising to a standing position several times, noting just how you do it. Now have your partner put his or her hands on your shoulders and push down. Using the same motions as before, try to rise with muscular force, pushing upward against the downward pressure of your partner's hands. Have your partner press down just hard enough to make it difficult for you to get up. Have your partner remove his or her hands, remaining seated. Take a few moments to relax. Let go all the tension in your chest and shoulders. Feel your feet making a firm connection with the floor. Place the palm of your left hand on your abdomen and feel it expanding with each incoming breath. Put your left hand on your knee and continue breathing in the same way. So as you can see in this part of the book, this is talking about relaxation and breathing, getting to know your energy. So I feel like that's pretty fitting with what I'm talking about here, about getting to know yourself, because perhaps you're so busy, you're so overwhelmed, stressed out, that's why you want something different. And a simple way you can start with gaining clarity, gaining inner wisdom is actually through energy type of meditations, journaling, having moments to breathe without technology distracting you. Since society is getting used to so much stimulus, and that's why a lot of people, when they are told to be themselves, they don't know what that actually means. I hope this reading has been helpful, and I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. If you enjoyed it, I hope you like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching. Hey there, group 2. This reading is for you if you chose the book The Alchemist. And this is actually a novel about a young boy that dreams of a treasure in Egypt, and he goes on a journey to find it. He meets mentors, falls in love, and learns about who he is as he faces his fears. So the main message is to follow your dreams. And for your reading, we're going to be using tarot and oracle cards to look at your energy and what type of business is best for you to start. Then at the end of the reading, we're going to look into the book to find a little excerpt that I could read for you, and perhaps this could serve as guidance. All right, so you got quite a lot of cards here, and they are number 1, After the Storm, number 34, Door to Personal Healing and Happiness. Ooh, so I feel like this card is actually a confirmation for you that starting a business is going to be great for you. That is a great idea. And in addition to that, with Oracle, we also have the cards, I hold purity in high esteem, and I achieve with integrity. Then along with that, tarot cards are Queen of Wands. Ooh, really fiery energy, and this confirms as well. This makes sense why starting a business would be great for you. You've got that passion, the ideas, the fire, and creativity. Then we've also got 10 of Cups reversed and Justice. Along with that, we have Ace of Cups and the Artist reversed, Queen of Stones, which is Queen of Pentacles, and 2 of Spirals, which is 2 of Wands. So with all of these cards, I'm getting here an energy that you are someone very giving and caring of others. You strive for justice, how this says here. And just like you want your own healing and happiness, you also want this for others. Because the Queen of Wands is a leader. She does look out for others. And in this integrity card, it's looking like a radiant sun being your heart, being your energy that then helps everyone around you. So perhaps this could be due to your own type of emotional turmoil, emotional struggles, maybe some traumatic difficulties in your life that you wouldn't want others to experience. So with that, I take this as that you can start a business in which you are very helpful to others. Your products, your services are the answer that people need. For example, standing for something that does contribute to your community, to make a change, to heal people emotionally or physically as well. Or another example could be providing resources that people need so that they can help themselves in their personal lives or in their career, in their business. Or another example could be through inspiring educational content. I'm also getting messages here that you guys are the innovators. Like there's something you can actually create that's going to be very impactful and unique. Like being the first at this type of business. And I find it interesting that a lot of this imagery here are birds. See, here we have 2 doves. Here in this book, we have what looks like 2 eagles. Here's another dove. Here's an owl. And here's this little birdie. So birds might actually be a symbol of your business, or they could be signs guiding you in your journey, because I get a strong feeling here also of intuitive wisdom, a connection to the divine. And here too, we have the pyramids, which are symbols of higher knowledge. And with how we have this 10 of Cups here, along with these group of women, then I sense that you have a great charisma and way of uniting people to work together. You could be a natural at building up a community. And some of you even headed in the direction of perhaps being some type of influencer that then uses your image, your influence to help the world in time of need, to contribute to a cause. That is so beautiful. And now let's complete your reading by looking into the book, what message we can get for you. Okay, right here. So we have this part here that says, "The times rush past and so do the caravans," thought the alchemist, as he watched the hundreds of people and animals arriving at the oasis. People were shouting at the new arrivals, dust obscured the desert sun, and the children of the oasis were bursting with excitement at the arrival of the strangers. The alchemist saw the tribal chiefs greet the leader of the caravan and converse with him at length. But none of that mattered to the alchemist. He had already seen many people come and go, and the desert remained as it was. He had seen kings and beggars walking in the desert sands. The dunes were changed constantly by the wind, yet these were the same sands he had known since he was a child. He always enjoyed seeing the happiness that the travelers experienced when, after weeks of yellow sand and blue sky, they first saw the green of the date palms. Maybe God created the desert so that man could appreciate the date trees, he thought. He decided to concentrate on more practical matters. He knew that in the caravan there was a man to whom he was to teach some of his secrets. The yeomans had told him so. He didn't know the man yet, but his practiced eye would recognize him when he appeared. He hoped that it would be someone as capable as his previous apprentice. So with this part of the book, I actually do get the feeling of you meeting lots of different people from lots of different backgrounds and stories to tell, exploring the world, not just staying at home, and living life intuitively. But also, I get the guidance here of being present. Don't get dragged into work. Don't forget about life outside of work. Keep your personal life and your business separate. So that's the reading I got for you. If it resonated, let me know down in the comments below. I always love reading what people have to say. And I hope you also like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching. Hey there, group 3. So you chose the book Blink, which is a great book all about intuition, gut feeling, and first impressions. It's very helpful to understand how to make the right decisions without overthinking, staying stuck, not taking action, but also avoiding pitfalls. And now for your reading, we're going to be using Oracle and Tarot cards to look into your energy and what type of business is best for you to start. Then at the end, we'll look into the book to pick out an excerpt that I'll read to you, and this could perhaps be guidance for you. Alright, so you got the card number 14, Going Beyond Normal, with number 9 and 17, 17 reversed. These say Broken Heart and Action. And the last oracle card is I Am Humble, which is actually making me think of the Star card in Tarot. And so with Tarot, you have these cards, these major arcana cards, the Fool and Judgment. Then with these, you also have the King of Wands and the Devil reversed, along with 2 of Stones and 6 of Stones, which are Pentacles cards. So I feel this very intense power from you, but it's not like a threatening type of power. I mean, it can be, it totally can be, because what I'm trying to say here is, like, with how we have this Humble card and how I said that it reminds me of the Star card, you probably have this energy that is very quiet, very inward, more feminine. You're not someone that is obnoxious, trying to take over other space. And you might also be someone that retreats, because this one is making me think of the Swords element, the type of people that are air signs, or like they're very much thinkers, dreamers, idealists. And that's also shown here with the Fool card being like someone that is childlike and playful. But how I was saying that you have such a power, this is shown with the King of Wands. So some messages that I get through that is that you have a quiet power, a powerful confidence that doesn't need to be proven, and also a powerful healing energy for others. Perhaps you're an empath, very sensitive, very understanding. And this King of Wands could be your energy when you're in a leadership position where you're able to change things up and really be a good leader, where you can get things done, work well with others to get the work done. Or this could be someone you work with, like a business partner or mentor that will be very impactful in your journey. And so for what type of business you can start, with this card, I get an idea of doing DIYs or crafts, doing something that's hands-on, that involves sewing, gluing, piecing things together, building, melting. A lot of craftsmanship involved with how in this 6 of Pentacles, see the detail here in this tree, and then it also has these gems. I get this feeling about what you create actually being deeper than that, deeper than just an item. Like your products and services will really touch people, your clients. And for some of you, your product or service might take some time. Like it's not just something that's done quickly. And that's what your clients will value. They will understand that quality takes time. So they'll be willing to pay premium. And for your product or service, you might pull inspiration from your travel or from things that bring you joy, even as simple as daily life. Your clients will feel that joy through your products or services. Some of you might even create products with certain messages, like messages of female empowerment or risque, funny quotes. Or buyers gift your product to the ones they love, like during a time of need when they're struggling and they want to uplift them. And with how we have the Two of Pentacles with Devil card reverse, I get a message here of needing to be balanced in not overextending yourself, not overdoing yourself to where it drains you and then you end up having to take breaks from work that were not out of your own will. You'll need to be discerning as to what opportunities you want to take on, not just take on everything. And have a schedule. It's very important to understand having time for work and having time for yourself and your family, friends, so that you don't burn out. With how we have this action card reverse, it's like you don't always need to be working. You don't need to fall into the hustle culture trap. Take things at your own pace. Just figure out your consistent schedule. And perhaps work with others. This is what the Six of Pentacles is about. Asking for help to build up the solid foundation for your business, not just relying on yourself, trying to do everything yourself. So now to complete your reading, let's get you a message from this book. Let's see what page has a message for you. Okay. So we have here this page that talks about being primed for action. Imagine that I'm a professor and I've asked you to come and see me in my office. You walk down a long corridor, come through the doorway, and sit down at a table. In front of you is a sheet of paper with a list of 5 word sets. I want you to make a grammatical word for word sentence as quickly as possible out of each set. It's called a scrambled sentence test. Ready? And these are your options to choose from. Number 1, him was worried she always. Number 2, from our Florida orange's temperature. Number 3, ball the throw toss silently. Number 4, shoes give replace old thee. Number 5, he observes occasionally people watches. Number 6, be will sweat lonely they. Number 7, sky the seamless gray is. Number 8, should now withdraw forgetful we. Number 9, us bingo sing play let. And number 10, sunlight makes temperature wrinkle raisins. That seemed straightforward, right? Actually, it wasn't. After you finished that test, believe it or not, you would have walked out of my office and back down the hall more slowly than you walked in. With that test, I affected the way you behaved. How? Well, look back at the list. Scattered throughout it are certain words such as worried, Florida, old, lonely, gray, bingo, and wrinkle. You thought that I was just making you take a language test, but in fact, what I was also doing was making the big computer in your brain, your adaptive unconscious, think about the state of being old. It didn't inform the rest of your brain about its sudden obsession, but it took all this talk of old age so seriously that by the time you finished and walked down the corridor, you acted old. You walked slowly. Wow, I got goosebumps reading through this because I feel like this is a message for me as well as for you. This is my struggle with being 30 now and feeling like I should be a millionaire. I should be super successful. And so this is bringing me into the message, the guidance that perhaps you're overdoing yourself due to that mindset that you should have a certain career, a certain amount of income, certain achievements by a certain age. But pressuring ourselves is not going to benefit us. That's what I was saying here with this action card being reversed. This is just going to cause more stress, which in turn is either going to cause you to make mistakes, to not see the mistakes ahead, to burn out, and perhaps not even be grateful for the achievements you do reach. Constantly being in a cycle of work, not celebrating your wins, feeling like less than because of running, but not reaching your goals. I mean, your ultimate goal. So what I'm saying is like, keep in mind the goals towards the ultimate one, but let go of pressuring yourself to reach that ultimate goal. Just trust that you will get there as you take the action and start checking off one goal, another goal, another goal. being proud of persevering and how much work you are building up, how many clients you are growing, how much your talent is improving. So I hope this message has been helpful, and that's the reading that I got for you. If it resonated, let me know down in the comments below. I always love reading what people have to say, and I hope you also like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching. Hey there, group 4. So you chose the book, How to Get a Meeting with Anyone. And this book is about pretty much what the title says. So it has a ton of really creative techniques and examples that I highly encourage you check out. Very useful book. So now we're going to use tarot and oracle cards to look into your energy and what type of business would be best for you to start. Then once we're done with the reading, we'll look through the book to pick out an excerpt that I could read for you that could serve as guidance. Wow, interesting cards. You have here number 7 that says Legacy of Light, along with number 4 and 8, which say Happy Family and Indecision. And your final oracle card is I Respect the Property of Others. Then with tarot, we have the Tower and 5 of Swords, along with the 9 of Wands and the World reversed, along with the Storyteller Hermit card and 2 of Spirals, which is 2 of Wands. So what I see here is that, first of all, with your energy, either you want to build something solid for your future and for your family, something that can even last for generations, meaning lots of wealth, or that is the type of business that you will build, something that will last and help not only you and your family, but so many other people. You're going to leave a legacy with your business. And that is also confirmed here with the World being reversed, the Tower card, the 2 of Spirals. I feel here that your business is going to serve humanity. This is pretty much the ultimate millionaire pile. And the Tower card here is also showing how your business is going to have skyscrapers as your offices. I see that you could be the solution for other companies. Like, what is it that other companies need? You're going to provide that. You could be the answer during crisis. For example, creating software that protects a business, a home, protects privacy. Your business could involve coding. It could involve crypto. It could even be very beneficial for your employees, not just for the clients you serve. Like, some of you could be game changers, helping your staff level up just like you and your company. With this Hermit card, I feel like your business is going to involve quite a lot of very confidential information. You could be the host of exclusive events or be a very niche business, very niche brand, meaning that you can also provide premium services that aren't available for everyone and working with very high clientele. Some of you could be involved in controversial type of cases or products, services, content. And with how we have the Indecision card and this 2 of Wands, you might even have multiple businesses, some of which you might need to put down, make that hard decision, which is a part of being an entrepreneur. Not everything is going to work out. And for some of you, these 2 cards are giving me the vibe of travel agencies, travel packages, experiential packages. By the way, this image is also giving me the idea of like making your product or service available and usable by different age ranges. Like maybe you start with a very targeted niche, and then over time you expand to a different age range, a different demographic, and then you expand even more to another demographic. Oh, and with how both of these have lights in them, also this one here, and the tower has these electric shocks, it's making me think of some type of technology you could actually invent or work with. A technology for one or multiple senses that either helps make life easier or connects people better in a new way. So now let's look into what message we can get from this book for you. What message or advice? Okay, we've got this page here. And this one is talking about steps, flowcharts, and scripts. It says, you've already read about the various categories of contact campaigns in the previous section, so you know they don't all take the same path. Still, there are many common elements of a contact campaign, which we'll examine now. When you're reaching out to a C-level executive, it is very likely you'll need to navigate a few obstacles to get there. If a company is set up traditionally, you'll start with the receptionist, who risks losing their job if they put the wrong people through to the CEO's office. They're often tough, but not always. After all, they need to direct the right calls through as well. With how we're starting here, because of how the entire book is about different methods of meeting with top-level people, I'm going to just focus on how this is talking about flowcharts and scripts. So the guidance for you would be that for such big businesses, especially when you're managing multiple businesses, you're going to need to start learning, figuring out systems, setting up systems in place to automate work so that you have time for leveling up. You're not going to be the one that's going to be handling every single task. You need to figure out how to book work, automate it, delegate it, detach from being the founder, and just focus on continuing to level up your business and then letting it go so that you can start another one and another one for those of you that want to do that. So that's the reading I got for you. If it resonated, let me know down in the comments below. I always love reading what people have to say, and I hope you also like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching. Hey there, group 5. So you chose the book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. And this is a book about what it says their subconscious mind being what can actually dictate our success. Because, for example, if we start a business, but we don't believe in our ability and we still doubt, or we have a negative mindset about millionaires or about money, or we let our fears hold us back from taking certain steps that we need, then all of this subconscious energy is going to manifest blocks, tests, and then it'll create a cycle of proving to yourself that success is not possible and turning on ourselves for not being able to succeed. But before completing your reading with an actual message from the book, I'm going to start by using tarot and oracle cards to look into your energy and what type of business is best for you to start. Alright, so if my nails look different, it's because the phone ran out of storage, and so I had to stop while I was shuffling, or when I was done shuffling. Now we're back after like a week, and the message that I instantly got when I was shuffling was actually coach, teacher, mentor, some type of instructor. That's the energy I'm getting here for your business. And the cards are with Oracle follow your own rhythm. Card number 5, along with walking away reversed, number 27, with the back of the deck, 3rd chakra, Archangel Chamuel. And also behind this one, card number 50, Angel of Strength, which these cards here, I'm totally getting the message also of perseverance, not walking away. This career field has a lot of potential, or I mean this business idea of yours has a lot of potential, and you're going to be facing lots of challenges which you will need to persevere for it to succeed. And not only that, but I also get the feeling here with this strength card that you are someone for sure highly confident, highly bold, someone that most definitely when you're passionate for something, you give it your all. And the 3rd chakra is the solar plexus, which is all about confidence and creativity. I'm also getting that vibe here that you've got a creative eye that will make your business stand out, which is very much needed in the entrepreneurship world, especially with all the coaches and instructors and teachers that are already out there. It's a competitive environment, but you've got something unique to bring to the table. And the last oracle card that we have here is I follow my inner guidance. Then with tarot, we have 4 of Cups and 6 of Scrolls. So 4 of Mirrors is 4 of Cups, 6 of Scrolls is 6 of Swords. Along with the 7 of Swords reversed and the 4 of Swords. And the King of Cups reversed and King of Pentacles. So with these cards, you have, first of all, a lot of swords. So this could be talking about being strategic and bringing your intellect, your inner guidance. You seem to be someone that catches things really quickly, that is able to learn quickly, that is able to teach very well, great at communication, great at getting people of different backgrounds to work together as well. And it's very positive to have the King of Pentacles here right side up, showing that you're also someone very smart with your funds. You might be the type of person that tracks your expenses, your investments. You might have budget sheets. You might be the type to calculate numbers, have a finance plan, not just throw yourself out there to start this business. Because you want to be set, you want to be as prepared as possible to make this successful. And these are all very useful skills that perhaps not a lot of entrepreneurs have, because they have big ideas, but then when it gets to the business side of things, they might struggle with that. They might even get overwhelmed with all of the work that's put into researching your resources, your connections, your manufacturers, researching marketing, having the courage to take risks with marketing, with investing in gaining the exposure that you need online, and also figuring out other things like what your service will offer, what platform you will host your website, what content you will produce for social media, and whether this is the stuff you will be doing or teaching, or this is the stuff that you can hire out. Because you don't want to be tied down like this wolf is here, where he is stuck with a blade in his mouth, bleeding out, and all tied up in ropes, where usually the 4 of Swords is the element or is the message of taking breaks, going within for your well-being and also for the business to figure out the next steps. But here I'm kind of getting that message of hustle culture, being careful not to fall into that, in which you're doing everything yourself. And then you're binded by tons of offers, responsibilities, and no help. Then how I was saying that your business is going to stand out, that is shown with following your inner guidance, following your own rhythm, and this 4 of Mirrors, One, because I'm sensing that you could combine different skills of yours, like you might be multi-talented with practical skills and also creative skills, and also your own personality that you can bring to the table, bringing in your style of humor or joy, or even a style in fashion, since this girl here is looking very iconic, or bringing in your interests for which your community can connect with you through like 80s nostalgia or 90s or 2000s music or unique worlds that are based in fantasy or the future. And the second way could be that because of all these mirrors and this Seven of Swords card and also this King of Cups, I'm sensing here an energy of getting people to reflect and to be in touch with themselves. So what you teach could be deeper than that topic. Like if it's dance, somehow you're able to combine it with energy work. Or if it's fashion, maybe it also involves teaching your students about sustainability, how their choices impact the world, and how their business can contribute to help it. Or while you are teaching, maybe this is in an open environment where it involves animals, kind of like cat cafes, but for an environment where you're teaching your students. So then it becomes therapeutic. Or the students that you have are those in need, those with disabilities, those that are uneducated, that are in poverty, not just the traditional, usual type of students that want to become millionaires, for example. You have the potential of building up something groundbreaking. And with how this card is here in the center of your energy for following your inner guidance, again, this is bringing me to a message that your business can be as big or not big as you choose. You can keep it local or you can expand it to be worldwide. It's completely up to you. So now to complete your reading, let's get you a message from the book. What guidance can you take with you? Okay, so we got this page. And right here, it's talking about profitable pointers in human relations. That is so cool. See what I was talking about? So this is, and here too, the practice of empathy. So yes, I definitely get that sense here with your business. And a few things that it's talking about here. Number one, your subconscious mind is a recording machine, which reproduces your habitual thinking. Think good of the other and you're actually thinking good about yourself. 2, a hateful or resentful thought is mental poison. Do not think ill of another, for to do so is to think ill of yourself. You are the only thinker in your universe and your thoughts are creative. Number 3, your mind is a creative medium. Therefore, what you think and feel about the other, you are bringing to pass in your own experience. This is the psychological meaning of the golden rule. As you would that man should think about you, think you about them in the same manner. This is pretty much continuing with that message of you being connected to everyone, which is pretty much a universal truth. And so perhaps some of you might be light workers if you resonate with that concept. And even if you don't know what that is, your business, as I was saying here, if it does help others, so much abundance and success will also be poured back into you and your life. If more people were like you, the world would be completely different. I'm really feeling your heart here. So whatever you start, remember, this business in teaching, coaching, mentoring, it's not for you. It's for the people you are serving. And that could be a huge motivator to keep on going. So that's the reading I got for you. If it resonated, let me know down in the comments below. I always love reading what people have to say. And I hope you also like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. Thank you for watching. Hey there, Group 6. So you chose the book High Performance Habits. And this is a book about developing 6 positive habits for success through practice. Those of which are to be clear, purposeful, raising your energy and others, productivity, being influential, and having courage. And at the end of the reading, we're going to look through it to pick out a passage to read to you as perhaps a guidance. But now we're going to start with looking at what type of business you can start with your skills. And I'll be using Oracle and Tarot. Well, this is an interesting energy because I'm getting a ton of different ideas for you. Maybe that is actually someone, or that is the type of person that you are, with lots of ideas nonstop. You don't even know which one to start. And I actually also sense here that for you, it's not necessarily a business. It's more of you and your image and what you bring to the table, your talent. You're basically the brand, or the skills that you have don't need to be a business. Like, you can actually start up under a company and you'll be really happy there, because not everyone needs to be an entrepreneur and pursue that path. But if you did choose to, you definitely have the potential, since we do have the Emperor card. You have high potential because you are the type of person that puts in a lot of attention to detail, a lot of practice, and you can even bring in your own twists to make you stand out. That's what I see here with these images, which say, I invoke laughter and I am kind. This laughter card makes me think of Harley Quinn, and this kindness card looks very ethereal, very edgy. In addition to that, with Oracle, we have the cards 39, free from judgment, free to love, and 46, the thinking man. Then with Tarot, we have Page of Cups reversed and 5 of Swords, along with the Emperor reversed and 9 of Cups also reversed. And the 5 of Stones, which is 5 of Pentacles, and that one reversed. And the Page of Stones, the Acrobat, which is the Page of Pentacles. So with that, first of all, here I'm getting dancing, acrobatic skills, gymnastics. And how I was saying, this can be on your own, like Lindsay Sterling, building up her own brand. Or this can be under another company like Cirque du Soleil, or being a comedian. And other ideas and energies that I get here are with comedy, with makeup, with filmmaking, with coordinating, hosting events, being the planner. This one also looks like an actor. So how I was saying with film, you can be the actor, you can be the filmmaker, you can be the producer, anything involving film and the entertainment industry, like singing or costume or set design, or being the writer, whether it is with film or in books or other types of writing. I'm also getting a ton more ideas, just like how I was saying. It's a little bit scattered, a little bit overwhelming. Basically, with how we have the 5 of Swords here, it's really calling you to prioritize. Start with one, and then as you level up, you can move over to another and over another. Like, an advice that I often like to give is to dedicate either like 1 year to one plan and the next year to another plan, and so on and so on. Or you can do it in 5 years. Every 5 years, you try out something new, or every 10 years, because we might feel like that's such a long time, but it'll fly. There's so much we can do in our lifespan if we are organized. And be open to critiques. It is very important that you're open to listening what people have to tell you about what you're doing. Like, especially if you're starting out new, starting out fresh. Let's say you start out acting and You're really excited about it, but it turns out you're not so great at it. You need to admit that to yourself. Be honest with yourself that acting is not for you. There could be something else in the acting field, in the entertainment industry, that you'll be even more passionate about. The Five of Pentacles has that energy of like being solemn, kind of like the Five of Cups, which is about not letting go of mistakes or holding on to what isn't working out, kind of having the victim mentality. And the Five of Pentacles is that feeling of being left out. So with the card being reversed, it's the advice that you can't be holding on to that. You gotta keep going. Enjoy the surprises, enjoy the learning. And that as the years go by, you're basically becoming a jack of all trades with a lot to talk about. A lot of different experiences and talents that make you interesting. Perhaps all of these can then, years later, be combined into something great. And for some of you, I do get the message here with these two cards that you need to also let go of seeking fame, seeking attention, wanting to be cool, for those of you that are like that, because this could be your downfall. If you don't reach that level in a certain amount of time, you then become resentful, bitter. People will sense your energy and you might give up ahead of time. Or because of wanting to present yourself in this very kind of fake energy, then you'll be splurging so much that it's like those celebrities that became one-hit wonders because they used up all their money, trying to impress everyone around them rather than building up something sustainable. The Nine of Cups being reversed is often one of alcoholism, which is a warning here to avoid. Or like I said, overindulging and impressing others, shopping all the time, partying all the time, being too kind, which is shown here with this card having a snake in her hand. Trying to impress others or trying to feel worthy gives your power away. It doesn't serve you. Being powerful is knowing who you are, what you stand for, what you welcome into your life, and making choices that might be different from those around you so that you can succeed in the long term, not just in the short moments of instant fun. And lastly, with these cards of invoking laughter, kindness, and this card that looks like she's holding a child or cradling something, and this thinking man looking like a philosopher, I'm getting a message here of a business that helps people by bringing them joy, lifting their spirits, like sending love packages or creating funny acts for children in hospitals, or even through your talent, fundraising for important causes and communities that are struggling. So now to complete your reading, let's get you a message here from this High Performance Habits book. Okay, this page here. So this one is talking about getting your life back, or maybe the author. Let's see. So it says here, in 2011, while on a vacation in the desert with friends, I wrecked an ATV while speeding along the beach at about 40 miles per hour. I broke my wrist, threw out my hip, cracked some ribs, and was later diagnosed with post-concussive syndrome from the traumatic brain injury. Oops, I don't know what happened here, that the camera stopped recording, but what I was saying after reading that passage was that I most definitely get the vibe here of your business helping a community, helping struggling people, like whether they're struggling emotionally or physically, they came out of a difficult time in their lives, and you are that light that they need to inspire them. Perhaps even also if you experience something traumatic in your life and through that you still do your thing, you still are able to show up every day, start up a business, and then tell your story. So yeah, that's the reading I got for you, and if it resonated, let me know down in the comments below. I always love reading what people have to say, and I hope you also like this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post.